Alright, yo, what's up? It's your boy 4RY here. Welcome to another 4RY Reacts. Today we're going to be reacting to the 10 most dangerous places in the world. Without further ado, let's do it. Like and subscribe, do all the things you need to do. Obviously, it's been a while since I've recorded a video as well. The reason why that is because I was recovering. I'm literally like in my first week of having laser eye surgery. I'm doing alright, so that's a good thing. And without further ado, let's get to reacting. Let's get to reacting. It's been a while, man. It's been a very long time. All right.
Typically, many of us probably think of dangerous parts of the world as having large numbers of venomous snakes or frequent tsunamis, but there are an array of factors that can make an area particularly dangerous. From terrorism to weather events and everything in between, today we're going to be looking at 10 of the most dangerous places in the world.
Okay, let's see this.
With all that said and done, let's begin, shall we?
This looks like something straight out of The Last of Us. I'm not even gonna cap. Bro, The Last of Us was so good, man. I'm like halfway through the finale. Okay, you can spoil it now, but for the people that haven't watched it, please don't spoil it for them. But bro, that series is, oh my god, that series is pristine.
Number 10. Death Valley, California.
Death Valley, California. And we're gonna be ranking these as well, by the way. From 1 being safe to 10 being absolute dog shit. Like, I'd never live there. Alright, let's do this.
Along the state border that separates California and Nevada, in an area known as the Great Basin, exists Death Valley.
Okay.
Death Valley is recognized as one of the hottest places in the world, and just how hot is it actually? Well, on July 10th, 1913, the United Weather Bureau recorded a temperature of 56.7 degrees Celsius, or about 134 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay,
to this day, the temperatures recorded in 1913 remains the highest ambient air temperature ever recorded at the surface of the Earth.
Okay.
Surprisingly, while the temperatures during the daytime is shockingly high, they can plummet overnight, reaching a low of -10 degrees Celsius. While -10 might not sound so cold, anyone unlucky enough to find themselves lost overnight will most likely be ill-prepared. So let's assume that the temperatures don't get you first. Death Valley is also prone to severe storms that can produce massive amounts of lightning and severe flooding. For instance, on October 18th, 2015, almost the entire desert floor was
2015? How long was that? 8 years ago, I think? That sounds crazy. 2015 was 8 years ago, you know. That's crazy, bro. I remember being born in 2015, back in my day. No, I'm joking. Okay, let's
water after a torrential downpour. Not only does the erratic weather present challenges for wildlife, but the area is infamous for mysterious disappearances and hikers who have met grim ends in the harsh desert. Number 9.
Any case studies? No, that's it. Wow. Death Valley, California gets a 3 in terms of being, bro, that was the most indescribable place that I've seen in my life. Bro, I'd live there. Like, I mean, no, I wouldn't. I'd live there for a video, okay? I'd live there for a video, not for, like, actual, like, I wouldn't actually set up shelter there. Okay, let's continue.
Fraser Island, Australia.
Fraser Island, Australia.
Fraser Island is the world's largest sand island, and at first glance, it looks like a pure utopia of white sand and crystal clear waters.
This looks nice.
But instead, it is a concentration of everything that is Australia. That is death. And horrifying things. Probably bad creatures, too. Located 250 kilometers from the capital city of Brisbane, Fraser Island is home to just 182 people, and it's only about 123 kilometers wide, and the creatures that live upon it have given it a reputation as one of the world's most dangerous islands.
Okay.
In addition to its stunning beaches, Fraser Island is also covered in an array of plant life, including rainforest, eucalyptus woodland, mangrove forest, wallum and peat swamps, sand dunes, and coastal heaths. But it is what lives among the foliage that has led to the island's reputation.
Okay.
The island is home to 18 different varieties of snakes, 6 of which are considered highly dangerous, and 1 of which is the eastern brown snake, also known as the second most venomous snake known to man.
I don't know.
You can also find numerous deadly spiders and over 300 varieties of ants there.
Okay.
If the creepy crawlers weren't enough to keep you off the island, it was also home to the last known population of pure dingoes. Unfortunately, after they attacked and killed a young boy in April of 2001, a major effort was undertaken to eradicate them and to prevent them from feeding on local trash cans.
Damn. Yeah, you know what? That's an 8 right there, bro. I would not live in that. Just because of the creatures, I wouldn't live there. If there were no creatures, I'd probably live there, you know. I'm not even gonna cap. I'd probably live there. I'd probably be like, you know what? This is a safe place, safe environment. Let's live there. Let's chill. You know what I mean? But nah, just because of them, nah. Oh, there's sharks there
on
too.
Top of the great white, there's also the bull and tiger shark, which are potentially more deadly to humans because they are known man-eaters who like our flesh.
Oh wow.
Oh, and also just to top off this little soiree of danger, the saltwater crocodile is here too. So.
Oh shit, the crocodiles. Yeah, you know what?
Number 8.
9. We're putting out 9.
Lake NYOS, Cameroon.
Alright, in Cameroon.
This deep lake is positioned directly on the flank of an active volcano, which presents a unique set of hazards. Located in northwest Cameroon, Lake NYOS is one of only 3 known exploding lakes, and it is easily the deadliest.
Oh shit.
Okay, so probably the question on everybody's mind, what is an exploding lake? This is where things get a bit scientific.
Okay.
Lake NYOS is located directly on top of a pocket of
clearly I'm not a scientist guy, so we're gonna skip that part. I'm joking. Alright.
magma, which slowly leaks carbon dioxide into the water, changing the symbol H2O into carbonic acid.
I'll be honest.
And then as it sits, this carbonic acid is horribly dangerous as long as you avoid the water. The bigger issue occurs when too much carbon dioxide builds up under said water. This is when the carbonic acid lake becomes a full-blown exploding lake. During what is known as limnic eruption, carbon
So with the exploding lakes, are they warm? I'm guessing they're warm, right?
dioxide bursts out from below the water and forms a deadly cloud. Because the gas is heavier than air, it pushes oxygen away from any area it envelops. This catastrophe took place on a massive scale in
Not like I'd
1986
want to
when
live
the
there,
Lake
but
NYOS released a massive Number 7.
So there's no creatures in Cameroon, right? I mean, that's the lake. If I want to live in the forest, then I'm fine, right? Because I'll be away from the lake. Yeah, you know what? That right there, that point alone is a 3. It's a 3, bro. It ain't even a
Burkina Faso.
Alright, cool.
So far, the majority of our entries have focused on places that are under constant threat from nature.
This in Africa?
However, our number 7 entry is a little bit different. Burkina Faso is a French-speaking country in West Africa. Unfortunately, the area has been plagued by years of conflict and violence, and today a largely corrupt government struggles to hold off rampant terrorist assaults that constantly threaten all those who live in the area. Unfortunately, these attacks tend to be motivated more by greed than political ideology. And rather than targeting government establishments, terrorist groups from neighboring Mali and Niger often swarm public places like hotels, cafes, or restaurants.
Okay.
Unfortunately, these are all places where travelers would readily be found, and for that reason, you probably don't want to risk a visit to Burkina Faso anytime soon. If the constant threat of violence didn't make life hard enough for the locals, the country suffers from perilously low health and education funding, and according to the UN Development Program report, Burkina Faso has the lowest level of literacy in the world.
Damn.
Number 6.
That's it. I want so much more. I want more from these. I mean, people are people, innit? Like, you can shelter yourself away from them. You know what I mean? This is why I don't like people either, because you can just shelter yourself away from them. I'll give that a 5. I'll give that a 5. I mean, I'm 50-50 on whether, yeah.
Karachi, Pakistan.
Pakistan!
Another country which has suffered its fair share of terrorism and political unrest, Pakistan often appears on lists of travel advisories, but perhaps the most dangerous spot in the country is Karachi.
Okay.
This is according to the new Crime Index released in 2014. Karachi was the 6th most dangerous city in the world.
Oh, damn.
In just one year in the mid-90s, over 1,700 people were slaughtered in a 365-day period.
Okay.
Alarmingly, though, the highest number of Karachites killed in either acts of terror or crime was in 2013.
You know what? Okay, if you're English, you'd probably understand this, but imagine something like Birmingham was up here. I don't know. I mean, you got Pakistan up in here, so you never know, right? Like,
reached 3,251 total victims. Due to the prevalence of kidnapping, assassination, suicide bombings, and gang warfare, tourists are strongly urged to avoid Karachi.
Okay.
Number.
You know what? For those reasons, I'd give it a 4. Let me explain, right? I'd shelter myself away from. I'm just bringing a shelter everywhere I go. I'm just sheltering myself away from people now. Yeah, you know what? I'm sheltering myself away from Pakistani people. Okay, that sounds mad. But you know what? We're moving with it, man.
Acapulco, Mexico.
Mexico, okay.
Not so long ago, Acapulco was synonymous with lavish vacations and high-end resorts, but the reality these days can be a bit different.
Okay.
The city was one of Mexico's oldest beach resorts, and from the 1940s through the 60s, it was a hotspot for Hollywood stars and millionaires alike.
Okay.
But starting in 2014, the once glitzy destination became an epicenter for gang violence, extortion, and murder.
Wow.
In fact, by 2016, Acapulco has one of the highest murder rates in the entire world. The problem has reached such proportion that the city's entire police force was disarmed by the military in 2018 after it was discovered that it had been corrupted and infiltrated by drug gangs. Once a popular destination for spring break, the government began enacting travel advisories as early as 2009 after fighting erupted between drug cartels and the government. These battles often took place in the streets and involved grenades and other high-caliber
So I'm guessing this is another violent city,
very
right?
Little has
like,
improved.
it's just...
However, I suppose there is a silver lining. Other destinations such as Cancun and Cabo San Lucas have taken Acapulco's reputation as a tourist destination instead. Number 4.
Yeah, it's another violent city. So I'd give that a 4 because I'd shelter myself away. All right, you know what? From number 4, we're stopping with the shelter. Okay, I have to live in the people. Okay, we're gonna judge it by that.
Sana'a, Yemen.
Oh, Yemen,
Sana'a
great.
is the capital of Yemen and holds the distinction of being the oldest continually inhabited city in the world.
Yeah, I think I know why Yemen.
It's also the highest capital city in the world, resting at an astounding 7,500 feet above sea level. Sana'a was established so long ago that its origin is pretty much a matter of legend now, but many believe it was founded around the 1st or 2nd century BC. Its antiquity means that it is the site of many stunning historic buildings, including the Great Mosque of Sana'a, which was constructed in 630 AD and continues to be used today. Unfortunately, Sana'a is viewed by many as being a pure and utter war zone, and it pretty much is, actually. Living in the area means being subject to frequent and unpredictable acts of violence. Violence that goes well beyond street level
I'm not gonna
crime
lie.
like robbery and extortion. Though granted, both are also a major issue. Instead, citizens of Sana'a experience large-scale terrorism, including violent public assassinations and frequent bombings. It's feared that as the violence continues, more and more lives will be lost, and timeless architectural landmarks will be forever destroyed as well.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to live in Yemen. Like, I'm gonna be real. I think that's like a 9. I'm probably ranking this way too high, but yeah, you know what? If I'm living in the center, yeah, no, bro, I'm not living in there, bro. That's a 9 or a 10. Like, I'm not living in there. But if I sheltered, if I sheltered myself, let's be honest, I'll be fine. if I just dug up like an undercover basement or undercover bunker, I'm fine. I'm good. Yo, that's a 1.
San Pedro Sula, Honduras. For many decades, this bustling city with over 1 million residents was the economic center of Honduras, a status that was aided largely by banana exports to the United States.
Banana
Unfortunately,
exports.
in 1998, Honduras was leveled by Hurricane Mitch, which dropped an estimated 75 inches of rain and caused over $2 billion in damage.
Damn.
To this day, the once prosperous nation has never recovered, and more than 21 years later, the area is plagued by many familiar problems that accompany destitution and extreme poverty. Corruption in their local governments is a huge concern, and criminals are free to operate with a high degree of impunity, which has led the area
But
to
look. You can't say, a corrupt government is making your living... I mean, it is. I mean, let's be honest, it is. I was gonna say, like, your government is making your living status bad, because it is. It is. That's a stupid comment. That's the most stupidest comment I've ever said. You know what? Just ignore the last 5 minutes of what I just said. Actually, don't ignore the last 5 minutes. Ignore the last, like, 2 minutes. Alright? Cool.
Highest homicide rate. Sadly, along with murder, violent sex crimes, and even more disturbing trends, is present in the area. Due to the high level of corruption in the area, criminals are readily able to access police equipment that they use to set up checkpoints and roadblocks. Once law-abiding citizens stop their vehicles, the criminals drop the ruse and rob their victims, or even worse, abduct them. In fact, extortion is so common in the area that families of kidnapping victims often pay ransoms.
Do you notice how none of these talk about tourists? I mean, I think there was one of them that talked about tourists. But none of these cities are for tourists. What? Wagwan? Like, I'm coming in, right, as a tourist, right? How is it going to be for me? Is it going to be good? Because I'm assuming so if you're not going to talk about it, right? Like, I mean, it'll be a 10 for a tourist, right? I wouldn't want to live there, but, you know, I want to visit. Wagwan. You know what I mean? But if it's a 1, then... Wait. I think it's a 1 if I'm a tourist, right? Because I'm a Wait, why is my camera blurrier than my eyes right now? What's going on? What's going on? Focus. Focus on me. Focus. Focus. Ooh. Ooh. Am I focused? Am I in focus? I'm in focus now. Okay, cool. So, as I was saying, okay, why am I out of focus now? What's going on? I could wanna be here as a tourist, right? I could wanna be here. That makes no sense, but you get what I mean, right? I'd wanna be there as a tourist. I wouldn't wanna be there as a citizen. Do you get what I mean?
Now it's time for the day's best pick. My pick for today may be one of the most famous renowned spots we've seen today, as well as maybe a little cliched, but let's be honest here.
The black hole?
Number 2, the Bermuda Triangle, is pretty dangerous.
The Bermuda
Number 2.
The Bermuda
Situated
Triangle.
in the heart of the North Atlantic,
I've heard of
the
this,
Bermuda
actually.
Triangle has captured our collective imagination for generations. The area is a vaguely defined expanse of the Atlantic Ocean that is situated between Puerto Rico, Florida, and Bermuda.
The thing is, I'd want to live in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Like, Puerto Rico's my town. So why would I want to live in the ocean? Why would I want to go visit the ocean then? Like, I mean, who does that? Who goes to visit an ocean?
Mysterious disappearances, with the area being blamed for disappearing ships and aircrafts.
Okay.
Bizarre occurrences in the area have been blamed on everything from strange magnetic forces to alien activity. But through the lens of modern science, it's more widely assumed to be the result of erratic weather patterns than the supernatural.
I saved the best for last, but first, I have a quick challenge that takes only 5 seconds to complete. If you can leave a like and subscribe,
leave a like and
5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just try it. It really works.
No,
I'm good, bro. I don't want amazing luck.
Ilha Grande, Brazil.
Okay, Brazil.
Also known as Snake Island, this uninhabited island is empty for a good reason.
That ain't Brazil, bro.
Anyone approaching the island will be met with a sign in Portuguese saying "Disembarque proibido," which I'm pretty sure, again, I just butchered, which roughly translates to landing prohibited. The reason why this island is off limits to human beings is because it is home to thousands of uniquely adapted and highly venomous snakes.
You know what?
Most notably, the world's only population
I ain't
of
living in
golden
there.
lancet vipers. These
Get
incredibly
out
rare
of my
snakes
face,
are one of the
bro.
most venomous species on the planet.
Okay, that's
Fortunately,
it.
their only habitat exists where humans are strictly
Wait,
forbidden.
why is the sideman here for 10 incredible bedroom for small spaces? Yeah, you know that last one? Yeah, that one I ain't visiting, bro. Alright, cool. It's been your boy 4RY. 4RY Reacts is officially done. Like and subscribe. Do all the things you need to do. We're almost at 2,000 subscribers. I'm looking at you. I'm pointing at you right now. Subscribe, yeah? Subscribe, or you are a very, very disgusting nonce. Alright? If you're not subscribed, you're actually a nonce. If you're subscribed, love you. But if you're not, you're a nonce. Alright? Cool. Peace.
I can't take no loss. I don't even know what it costs. I hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground, then it go off. Yeah.